I'm an actor and acting coach who lives in Los Angeles, and we're going to be dissecting Jeremy's acting choices and showing how he takes great writing and highlights it even more through his performance. Okay, first let's do a quick spoiler-filled setup so we're all on the same page. Jeremy Allen White plays Carmy. He is at an Al-Anon meeting, which is an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting for family and friend members of those who have been affected. He's there because of his brother Michael, who recently passed away, and when Michael passed away, he left Carmy his restaurant. This monologue is Carmy first time actually trying to put into words his feelings towards his relationship with his brother that's been very complicated and painful and lovely and resentful. Lots of things going on here. Let's dive in. So right off the bat, the scene is starting off in a beautiful establishing shot. This is basically a wide shot for the start of the scene where we as the audience get to see a view of basically the whole room. But there's more to this. In this shot, we can see that Carmy is far away at the front of a room with scattered people around watching him, right? It's a very isolating experience. And noticing how this looks in the frame, Jeremy Allen White is able to take that picture and say, how can I, as the actor, show off the character and what's happening in this moment? And let's see what he does.
My brother's an addict. My brother was an addict.
He decides to use his limbs a little bit more to tell the story and keep interest, but the entire time he keeps his eyes downcast. I absolutely love it. Because let's be real, for this kind of shot, the eyes aren't important. They're so teeny tiny on the screen, so we don't really need to see them. But that's why he's factoring in his limbs to show the story that way. From these technical standpoints, we get this man who's very small at the moment and vulnerable and curled up. You can tell he's not very good at letting people in because he's not looking at the room. Basically, we're seeing how the outside world perceives him. But then the best part is, bam! At the 1 minute mark, the direction takes a pivotal shift. We change the frame of the scene. We get a complete close-up of Jeremy Allen White's face. And we stay there the rest of the monologue. Why? Because we've established and shown the audience the external world. How is this person perceived in this moment by people? But now as the audience, I want to see what's going on in this guy's inner life. What is Carmy's internal world doing? And the best way for us to perceive that in film is through the eyes. And you'll notice throughout this that Jeremy Allen White specifically uses his eye lines at very opportune times. And because eyes are so important, that brings us to our next moment. Watch how he delivers the line, "Let it rip."
Get it over with. He would always say, stupid. He would always say, let it rip.
This is one of the very first times he actually gives the audience, us as the viewer, the camera lens, his full eyes, and it's very intentional. He holds it there for a full moment for us to get what's happening and then goes back down. For those of you who don't know, "Let it rip" is a line that's said pretty much consistently throughout the show. And this is the moment we are getting connected to where it comes from. It's a very cathartic moment for us as an audience, even though it's so slight. Jeremy's choice of bringing up his eyes at that moment, at that exact line, he's making an informed acting decision that "let it rip" in the script, the structure as a whole, is important to this story. And because of that, he is going to, as the actor, choose to show it off with his eyes. He made a physical body choice to highlight the writing. Writers gotta love him. Now, on the topic of writing, there are times for us as actors where it can seem that two things don't really connect in the writing for us personally. Acting is bringing a lot of your personal thoughts and feelings to something. So someone else's writing might not vibe with you all the time in what's happening. That being said, I want you to watch this moment. I'm gonna watch it with you. Okay, let's go.
Stutter when I was a kid. I was scared to speak half the time. And I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. I didn't get into college. I didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend.
Yes. Okay, so what did we just watch? We just watched 8 full seconds of silence. There are literally no words he said. 8 seconds. He's breathing. He's fully in the character. No lines. The lines are not everything. So in this moment, the character of Carmy goes from talking about his own characteristics, "Oh, this is what I'm like," to the next written line in the script is talking about his brother, right? Those two separate ideas are not directly connected in the text. Jeremy Allen White connects them through his thoughts. Through that 8-second pause we get to see as an audience. He's allowing his thoughts to naturally take him from what he said, talking about himself, to needing 8 seconds or so to think about, and now I'm going to talk about my brother. He is taking the thoughts and what's happening with the character as his primary motive to link the dialogue together. We, as performers, need to be filling in the why of what we're saying. If you believe that the thoughts between the lines are just as important as the lines themselves, please give me a like. I want to know if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, let's continue with a more dissection of what this amazing actor is doing, shall we? Now, what we're seeing Jeremy Allen White do here is really work through the colors of the monologue. What do I mean by that? In this specific moment, I think it highlights really well how he's using his voice and his technique in order to relive the experiences he's talking about. When you're an actor and you're given dialogue where you're basically telling about a time that's already happened in the past, that's a very passive thing. When we want active things to keep an audience engaged, the way we keep an audience engaged and active, even though our dialogue might be about something in the past, is we relive it. We're seeing Carmy as the character do that here. And the way we can show off the reliving is actually through a lot of voice work techniques. So let's just go look at this little spot right here and I'll show you what he's doing.
And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time, and he died. And he left me his restaurant.
Did you hear what happened? He vocally gave the audience a sensation of what that experience was like, starting with the word consistent. The experience was consistent, exacting, da-da, da-da, even, tones, while he speaks. And it's just that ticking, ticking, ticking sensation of Carmy's life going by in the kitchen until he drops the bomb. His brother's dead. Using vocal dynamics are a very powerful tool to subtly tell that story and give that sensation. It's actually used a lot in acting, but a lot of people don't clock it because they're saying the lines and we're just interpreting them as lines, right? So if you have any other performances or stuff at the top of your head that you can think of, oh yeah, wait, they were definitely trying to do something vocally there to make me evoke a feeling. I'd love if you commented down below. I love trying to find those things. I think it's great to have little examples like that because it could really help us in our work. So comment down below. Let me know if there's any other performances that you've noticed that in. And finally, I want you to notice this huge technical detail. The entire monologue, minus a little intro where we see the establishing shot, is done in one single shot. One take. That means the actor has complete control. Instead of an editor coming in and possibly changing the pacing or angles or different things that could totally make the scene have a different outcome, Jeremy Allen White is commanding the entire monologue himself in his space, and all that's happening is he is living in the moment, acting. He's controlling his own pacing. He's controlling the awkwardness of his character when he chooses to show the audience something versus not. It's a testament to his skill, confidence, and the director trusting him, really. So some key takeaways that I want you to remember that Jeremy showed us today and you can throw into your work. Use your physicality to tell the story. Fill your pauses with active thought. And sometimes you need active thought to get you to the next line. And lastly, don't be afraid to use your voice as an instrument. I know that can sound kind of like a theater thing, project to the back of the wall. It's not just that. We can add so many colors to our performance with the choice of dynamics and words and our consonants, our vowels, all of that jazz. It's just so tasty. Use your voice as an instrument. If you want more one-on-one help with bringing these little details that really craft a full performance into your own work, feel free to click the link below and schedule a one-to-one with me. I'd love to coach you. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more actor breakdowns like this. And feel free to go check out any of my other videos about acting in the acting world. See you next Sunday. Thank you. Love you. Mwah.